Hello, how you doing? It's me, Zacarias, and I have to make a video. This is about the woman, the who put what's her doggone name? She's from Denver. Is she from Denver? Okay. What happened was the sister had a daughter who's 13 years old, and she looks older than 13. Trust me. And what happened was she this is a fourth time being on Facebook, showing claiming to be a freak, having bra and panties. And what the reason why? Okay, and I have to agree with Thomas something like yo. Um, again, like I said, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not agreeing. Hold on, y'all. I don't agree with him calling her black bitch. Okay, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with her using generalizations. Okay, but some of our sisters and some of my brothers too need to stop being brutes. Sakata and your mama, Sakata and ruggers to their kids. I do agree with that. You need to stop doing it. If you don't, the reason why there's a lot of folks locked up in jail is because they come from abusive homes. It's not because I don't know what parent that allows their kids with everything. But there are some parents that do that, but you can't say the majority of these fellas locked up. A lot of them I have met have talked about being whooped, got their ass whooped by and mistreated and stuff from their family. So of course, when a person gets that, because I'm a bipolar type one, so I know and my record is clean because I don't want to go to jail. But I live in KKK, Texas. Okay, that's what keeps me straight. Okay, living in KKK, Texas. Okay, point is, still, that's the whole reason why that's why you see a lot of these kids being abused, and they end up turning the anger towards even sometimes their parents, their siblings, their innocent bystanders, whatever. Okay, and that's what happened. So going back to the situation, so what happened was I saw the video that she had on Facebook, and she was. I mean, okay. I'm for human your kids when they do wrong. Okay, but you don't have to be verbal abusive and say your ass. You don't know how to wipe your ass. That was too much. She did go too far. I'm sorry. You have a right to put on blast and say, hey, this is my daughter here. She's not 19. She's not a freak. She watches Disney Channel. Okay, I'm for that part. But the part about, to the point that she was crying, you mentioned about her ass, her underwear being dirty. That's nasty. And that makes you, like Thomas somebody else said, that makes you something about you as a mother. If she don't know how to clean herself, that makes you know that you didn't do a good job to potty training her. I mean, I'm letting you know that. I'm letting you know that. You should have potty trained this little girl when she was young. So she told me she's 13 and she know how to clean her behind. And you told her business out there. That's too personal. Okay? I can understand her saying she a freak. That's wrong. Her wearing broad pants, posting pictures on it, and having these grown men. But it's the fourth time. She said she thought she did all she could. Okay. And then too, you living in your brother's house and your boyfriend is the. I'm sorry, it's hot in this other place. I'm not trying to strip y'all. It's hot when you don't have your air conditioner when the outlet is not. It's not matched to outlet. When you put the air conditioner up and out in the apartment, don't people want to change the outlet? You can have a cool apartment. That's what you get. Okay. Anyway, and I have a fan right there. Anyway, it's so hot up here. Point is, still, if you're not, I mean, that means your mother's skills are worse. Okay, I would never told my kids business like they ass and their underwear is dirty. That's completely. Now you just say you love your mother, you love your daughter. If you love your daughter, you will never use cuss words. The one thing I tell people is cussing someone out, because I do it, is not out of love. When I cuss someone out, I know I'm guilty. Okay, it's out. It's not under my conscience. I know I'm guilty, but it's not out of love. It's out of hatred or despise or dislike. Okay, that's what I'm letting you know right now. If I love my kids, I would never talk to them like they're my worst enemy. And it's one thing that and it's not just in the black community, it's the white community too here in the South. Parents, white and black people of African American or white, listen, some Hispanic too down here in the South have been brainwashed to believe their parents are. It's Denver, I know it's not Denver, but this is that stuff coming from the doggone so-called Bible Belt South, Protestant Bible Belt South. Their parents can step on each own kids, but kids cannot step on a parent. Now, I'm not saying that kids have a right to step on their children, step on their parents. Okay, I'm not saying that. I believe in mutual respect. I respect you, you respect me. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna treat them like shit. And then on that bill, she treat her daughter like shit. Okay? And there's abusive parents out there, and those who love being abused by their parents, should I say, they had a Stockholm, that's, I found the word, Stockholm syndrome. They defend his mother. I would not defend her. I don't defend her. Like, for example, when their brother had his 10-year-old daughter who was tall and looked like she was grown, and he mentioned that she was not 16, and he didn't cuss at her. He just said, hey, this is how she dresses to go to school. She's not older, blah, 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 okay? He was more respectful. With his mother being psychotic, I'm going to say psychotic and your mama, and like the white racist media, yeah, y'all closet white racist people love to see a black mother, act like psychotic and your mama mammy and weird lynch to her kids, especially if it's a male child, like they did with Baltimore mom, okay? And as a person of African American and European and American descent, I know a lot about my history. So I know this is a win-this shit. Okay? Because when you read that letter, it will tell you about the mother, the slave mother, being abusive toward, especially the son. Okay? She's supposed to teach the daughter independence, but the son be dependent on her, be timid, and I don't know how the word say put the fear of God on him by whooping him, but yet they didn't hear fear of God by when they were whooping the slaves and mistreating him and having slaves, period. Okay? William Lynch, wherever the slave master was here in America, in the United States of America, brainwashed the slaves to do that. That's why we have this child abuse going on today. Okay? And that's one thing, not to bash the Val show. When we were talking about the when he mentioned, I did a video before he did. I did a video about the Sakai Uncle Ruckus in Maryland beating on the middle school kids. Okay, with his belt. Okay, and this is what the Val show had said. I have to. And if you watch my video, go ahead and get upset. I won't say it, but you brought it out. You said black people are stubborn, and here we go again. Will Lynch, because I read a Will Lynch letter and it said that the slave was started beat the fear of God out in the net. And yes, I mentioned that the mixed kids, because we are mixed. We're not pure black people, no matter how dark we are. Mixed kids and our pure black, mixed ancestors who are kids, and the pure black ancestors, our pure black ancestors who are kids, got treated like shit compared to white kids. The white kids, of course, they got whoopings because remember the Pilgrims brought that shit here in the United States. Okay. I'm no offense to anybody that's prize. I'm not for prizes. I'm against it. Okay, they brought that mess here, and they taught the kids because back in England, and I mix with English, I should know this, that they believed in corporal punishment. That's where the origin came from. So when they brought that trash here and mistreat the Indians, okay, and the Native American people, should I say, and I mentioned Native American, they treated them like the men was I mean, of course, in the Ephesians, and I'm going to about my cousin here. Ephesians says first it's submit to each other, then it says the husband love their wives, and and the wife submit to the husband and submit to love. That's what it actually meant. Actually, did not mean that you submit now you be a slave, you be a ball and chain to your husband. No, it is not meant that. So people distort like Peter said in the scriptures that Paul teaches are hard to understand, that the ignorant and unstable was destroyed in scripture on destruction, therefore being regard. So that's how I'm not gonna be bringing up cussing and but that's how I know this, okay? And I discern a lot of things. I test everything whole was good. In this situation, back in the slavery days, that's what the slave masters when they whooping their kids too. It wasn't severe towards the black and mixed race children, okay? Because mixed race children was seen as was a one drop mess, was seen as black to them because remember their black blood meant they was a slave. So that's how we has been taught. No matter been taught that trash for centuries. It's about time to give it up, okay? It's a distortion of scripture back to the federal. It's a distortion of scripture. The Bible's not wrong, but man can distort it. Just like for example. You have the LDS church, whatever you call it, where they believe in having more than one wife, but yeah, you read in the scripture about in the New Testament that two become one. He didn't say two wives and one man come one, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? These people distort, especially they love to distort the Old Testament. You have to think Jewish with the Old Testament. You don't think in the Christian mindset. Then you go to the New Testament and think with a Christian mindset. Yeah, it's fulfill the New Testament, but you think Jewish. You think from a Jewish mindset. So, they don't think that because when you have people make their own interpretation as you get. Okay. Well, point is that's the whole reason why that we had this trash going on. So yeah, that's why. And I would never, like I say, I would never talk to my kids like I don't want them to talk to me that way. And I would tell them straight up, I ain't talk to you that way. Don't talk to me that way. I respect you. Respect me. Okay. I would treat them like they're human beings. I would never dehumanize them. She dehumanized this woman. This young woman is this little girl who's 13 years old. She dehumanized by saying your ass. Okay, you know ass is a cuss word. Of course, ass means a donkey, but in a different sense, in a different meaning, it means a vocal word, right? Your butt, right? Okay, so when you talk ass this and ass that, and I know, cause I cuss. That's not of love. That's out of hatred. That's out of abuse. You should know that, okay? As a grown 31-year-old woman, I know I'm 35 years. I'm a couple of years older. I know that. And for the one before that, I knew that. That's why you tell kids don't cuss, okay? So that's why I had to analyze, and now she's getting praise from the white media, the white racist media, and I'm mixed with Caucasian, so I can for French and English in my background. And I'm gonna say this: the white racist media, whether they claim to be liberal or conservative, love to see psychotic anti-mom mammy be abused to their kids, especially like they did with the male child. Okay, they don't want the black children of black roots, we're not pure black, have self-esteem, have a psychological, or have be psychologically healthy. They don't want to have that because they know they excel in school, they do better in school, do all this other stuff. They want them to feel low about themselves. Okay, y'all care about black pride, at least have pride of not to abuse doggone kids and call it discipline. Ain't no discipline, it's distortion of scripture and it's also abuse. Okay? Like I would never cuss my kids out. I would never cuss my kids out. Okay, and treat them like cattle. Okay, I would never do that. But folks who love to get whooped, it's like what's called SEM. It's like they love that pleasure. Cause I mean, beating somebody that's not out of pleasure. I mean, the person they take the place of the one who's doing the beat because they love to have control and manipulation and gratification of doing or being abusive towards somebody below them. That's what it's about. You know. So of course I don't condone a teenager for doing this, and I would like to know besides where's she getting the bra and pants wear. And then, like Thomas DeMille said, y'all in one bedroom apartment. I mean, y'all have not apartment, ain't in a house with your brother. Y'all in one room. How she doing all this? There's a lot of questions, and I'm glad that Thomas DeMille brought it up. Okay, I'm glad he brought it up. Okay, the one thing I give him credit is that he doesn't condone the stuff that goes on in our community. That's wrong. Okay, of course he's wrong by reporting it, but he doesn't condone it, and he's tired that some people in our community let the women slide. When men do something wrong, they don't let the men slide. But when a woman does something wrong, that has got to go. If we want gender equality, we got to have the same situation we want in a society, we want in our community as well. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did, like I said, when we about the Scott Uncle Ruckus, if he was to come and beat my child with that belt, I'm gonna come and knock him side of here. I actually pick up if I had big muscles without playing the hair, pick up one of them off on chair on this and knock him side of the head with it. He won't be up on somebody because it's about I want players to beat somebody. I feel good about gratification of beating somebody. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. Because when I got my behind whooped when I was a child, I couldn't. But I said being stupid when I was a little child, I said, oh, I can't wait to beat my kid because I feel that gratification. But as I got older, I said that's selfish. Because if I don't want me to go through that, why would I want I don't even want my kids to go through that. So, and I analyzed these people, their motives. The motive is to feel good about being abusive. Because when they got whoopers, they want to have the same power as their doggone parents or grandparents, whoever they so-called raised them, did. That's exactly what everybody on discipline because if the country of Sweden don't have child delinquency and everything going on. They're being whooping and spankings in their country. They've been called punishment in both the home and in the school, and we don't hear too much about their doggone children acting wild. Then we can do the same for us because the black child is go that the advice show. I have to call it like it is. The black child is no different than the white child. They're both children. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's slave mentality right there. Because see, when we've been taught, because back in slavery, the slave master taught the black slaves were violent, and they were this and that, and they were savage. So you got to whoop them like they was animals, because they'll get right acting. They start acting right. That's exactly what they taught back in slavery. Okay, so that's why you see the Sakata Antimal mothers and the Sakata Uncle Ruckus brutes, fathers acting this way towards their kids. And I'm sorry, my kids no different. First of all, we all mixed with white, but even when we were pure black, they're no different than the white person because we all human beings. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. There's one thing we need to stop that slave mentality. Because I want the black child to be treated the same way as the white child does. Okay, because you know what I'm saying? Hello, we're supposed to be treated equal. That's what Martin Luther King fought for. To be treated as one, as equal. Not as different. Okay, I treat you like shit because you're a person of color, and I treat you as good because you're white. That's got to go. That's got to go. Okay? Rewind the young folks in our community acting ghetto and wild. It's because their parents acting wild. And what they see on TV, I love hip hop, but I know that that's not everyday life. Okay, what they see on TV, a bunch of grown men call themselves niggas. Okay, acting like jigaboos and coons in 2015. And before that, 2014, 13, in the 21st century, Jim Crow has not left yet. Instead of them protesting to Hollywood, say, I'm not calling myself no nigga. I'm not acting like a coon on television. I prefer to act like a respectful gentleman. But no, they want to act like coons and jigaboos and everything else. Okay? I also found out, which I know if women, and I'm not defending this young sister here, what do you see today? And I know that the black Jezebel and the Vixen and the stereotype that they happen in the day when they had, especially use a lot of light skin. They had dark skin women to play the black Giselle too, but they had used a lot of light skinned women to play the Vixen because usually the white man was seduced by this mulatto Vixen, the Negro bad wench, being so popular because she looked so good and then close to white. Okay, they use her as being a sexism symbol and stuff. But the sexism symbol in the women in today's culture is not just only in the black community, it's also in the Latin community, it's also the white community, it's also the Asian community. Because every woman you see, she have a short skirt. There's no wrong with makeup, but she has a short skirt. She dresses seductively, whatever. And even since Madonna, way before you had Beyonce, way before you had Rihanna, way before you had Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears, and who else? And before Jan Jackson and Mariah Carey started dressing sexy in their videos and stuff, Madonna did that. Even sort of bustier. Madonna, a white woman, white, Italian, French, Canadian woman, American, did this. Okay, she the one. And before they was Mia Jackson, but Mia Jackson was a sister who did not get fame because they did not play her records back in the 80s with all that cursing she did. Okay, but when Madonna was mainstream, and in 1990 she did the Blonde Ambition tour, and she got more sexy. I mean, it's industrial and started to be more vocal in her acts. And then she did Justify My Love. That's why you see this day today. Okay, so that's why you see from Lil' Kim to Miley Cyrus, from Nicki Minaj to even Jennifer Lopez doing Booty and Iggy and all this other, all this other even Selena Gomez is getting close to that situation. Okay, women are the only way they can get in this game is they act sexy and twerk and all other stuff. So that's why this teenage girl, besides looking at Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, she's seen some of the folks who used to be on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel doing this, like Miley Cyrus, doing this act right now. Okay? So I don't condone it, but that's what you see. So I'm looking at these teenagers, what they looking at. If they was around women who was not acting skanky and thoughts and stuff on television, and I'm not knocking down, I do love their music, but they gotta understand the media need to show a different approach for women who doesn't act that way. I mean, I like women, but I mean, for example, I like the twerking thing, but that's all that she can do. Then I don't want her. If she don't have a good mindset, she don't. The woman doesn't approach herself in a more appropriate manner because we don't like thoughts. Shall I say, me as a man? Okay, the thought could be pretty. I might give her credit for being pretty and everything, but I don't want no thought woman. It's because if I'm not around or because I'm a southern man. But even if I was a fornicator out there, if I was fornicating with the thought, if my sex is not good, then because that's all she doing is fighting for is for sex, right? She ain't care about no love, because no love and sex will mix unless you're married, right? Okay, and she out there dating, then my friend, my homie, so-called friend, my homie, could be in the bed with her while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be the mailman. It could, you know what I'm saying? So I don't date skanks. Okay, I'm sorry, I call it is, and I call you can call them misogynists, but these women choose to be skanks. If they was not acting like skanks, they would act like thoughts. They wouldn't be showing collar holes and stuff. Okay, and they choose to act that way. I can't defend them and say you shouldn't call these women that. Well, if the women don't, I'm gonna say all women, so the ones who do. Remember, the ones who don't. If they don't act, they don't have respect for themselves, they ain't have respect for you. You know what I'm saying? And even if they were not cheating with you, if they've been sleeping around, they have diseases 9, 10, and they'll lie in your face and say you don't have it or don't even know they had and give it to you as a man. So that's why I would let you know. I would let my daughter know. Don't be no thought. Don't be no skate. I would tell her that. Okay, I would tell her that. Be a respectable, classy woman because you get more respect from society. Okay. I can tell like it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these men just teach their daughters not because I mean my question is where's her dad? That's another reason why she's acting that way. The mama can do so much. Okay, I'm getting tired of single parent women, men too, but usually it's the women who get the more popularity of being a single parent. You can't do it by yourself. I'm sorry, unless the man is dead or something. But if there's a father around, he needs to be there. That's why I don't go out and people call me a faggot and say I never had sex with no man, don't want to. But I don't go out there and sleep around because it might, I mean, two things, disease versus, I'm not the perfect person in the world, but I know it's against God to do that too. Okay? You know, before marriage. Okay? Then too, if I was to do that, I might get disease, the condom might break. Okay? Or if I have a baby, if me and her was not prepared to make a baby, okay, and then her parent skills might not be the same as how I parent. Then and then child support. I mean, it's the you get consequences after what you just did. So I don't go out there. That's why I keep my pants on. Okay, and that's the reason why these men stop being male thoughts too. Okay, you need to be called out too. I'm calling you stop being male hoes too. If you don't want to make no babies, don't be no male hoe. Okay? So the point is, somebody should have told this teenager that that type of lifestyle is destructive. If you had went to an AIDS clinic, I mean, I'm sorry, that's how I would do to my kids. Go to where there's STDs who would tell you right there, adults, do not do what I did. That was the worst mistake I did was to have sex. Okay? You know, sex is supposed to be good in a marital state between a man and a woman that's married. That's why I'm for traditional marriage, okay? The purpose of the marriage between a man and a woman is to make babies, okay? So they can take care of family, okay? So I'm not denying my body's homophobe, man. Call me homophobe, whatever, but that's the purpose. That's why a penis and the vagina go here together and it creates a life, okay? I don't be no baby mamas and baby daddies, all that other stuff, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's sad that these people, but in this day and time, think that's okay. They have different baby mamas, they have different baby daddies. It's not natural to have that unless if you married and the spouse had died and then you remarried and you have a baby, yeah, that's a different story, okay? But if y'all, I mean, I'm not for divorce, okay? I don't believe in that either. So point is, that's why I'm very picky what type of woman that I want to marry. I don't want to marry no faithful woman who's skanky, who behind my back. Because when I say I do in front of the priest and in front of the altar and also up in heaven in front of God, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm gonna be faithful when the death do us part. When that's the purpose of being married, I'm supposed to be, because the same thing. If I don't want her to cheat behind me, behind my back, I don't want to do the same thing to her either. That's wrong. So that's the part. That's everybody's. You got these kids being, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, being whorish, both the males and the females, the teenagers, because their parents were like that. Hold on. Sorry, I heard that. Because their parents are like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought I heard something. Because their parents are like that. You know what I'm saying? Their parents was like that, and it feeds off. If their parents don't tell them the truth that I made a mistake and I don't want you going through the same thing I went through, then that'd be different. But if this woman, I mean, if she see one thing, her mother right there, she not even married, okay? And she talking about she can't, and like talking about something yours said, she's saying that she go to night school and okay, that is true. That's why she's on Facebook. Why are you going to night school while your daughter at school, you can go to school in the daytime and then watch her at night so she don't be on Facebook. Okay? You have to humiliate to extreme. I don't say You show, hey, this is my daughter. Y'all men leave my daughter alone. She's not 19. She's 13 years old. She, you know what I'm saying? That'd be different. But when you said her ass is not clean, that lets you know you're not a good mother when you don't have a power train your dog on dog. You know what I'm saying? I tell you like it is. Thomas and Yo was halfly, or should I say half, correct on that video, 2 videos he did about this woman. And she is trying to get attention, okay? You know, that's, for example, I'm a teacher, I'm a college teacher for whatever, because I gotta do that to become a living star. I want to become a singer, a bilingual singer at the model, so, I have to get my name out there. But I'm not, besides just getting attention, I do talk a lot, so that's I plan on having a talk show when I get older. When I get famous. So point is, and you study, you going to school at night where she will not be monitored. If your brother's not helping you out, your boyfriend's not helping you out, she doing something in order to get that to get on the internet. Cause why she? It seems to me you threatened her to the point. You went to extreme to the point that she won't do it again. But it's a lack of parenting skills because if my children at school and I'm not. What I'm saying, I can go to school, go part time in the morning time, and in the afternoon be prepared to pick them up and make sure they don't do nothing. They stay at home. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not watching her at night. That's why she's doing all these nasty stuff. Okay, and this is the fourth time she did this. So that lets you know, you tried everything. And yeah, I give you credit, Miss whatever your name is, that you did not whoop her, which is good because, like I said, you got in trouble. And I'm against that, okay? Because I'm bipolar to the point that I do think I have homicidal thoughts. Homicidal, that means thinking homicidal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Suicide thoughts have no way since I'm not living with my family anymore. But when they try to contact me, it gets me angry because I don't want them to do with this. What they did to me, trying to continuation of it. That's the problem. But that's a different topic. But I'm just letting you know. That's what whoopings do. Because I'm talking when I was 7 years old, that it came in my head a lot. Okay, but I don't do it because I'm not trying to get a record. Okay, and I don't want to go to jail. But point is, that's the problem. You should have been watching her at night because that's what she included while you was gone when the cats away the mice are playing. She had time to go on Facebook and take these old nasty pictures that you were taking. And but I would never tell nobody my kids' business about their ass not being clean and their underwear not being clean. That's just completely nasty. You know what I'm saying? Do your underwear clean too? I want to ask that question because, if you're not, if she will be learning from you, I'm sorry to say it because I'm going to stream on that because, hold on, she 13. She supposed to know how to pilot train. Why is she not pilot trained at 13 years old? Where were you when this girl was 2 or 3 years old? Was she supposed to know about that since you want to bring it up on the video? Because that's completely disgusting. Okay? And I would never tell my kids business like that because she will get ridiculed at school. She already talking about she's happy. You just saying that to make things matter, to make things matter on your own way. You know, dog, when your daughter's not happy what you did to her, she would be crying. She would be thanking me one day. First, I posted something that a long time ago when they did abusive things to me, and do you think I thank them? Hell the fuck no. I don't think none of the shit that happened to me. Okay? That's the worst nightmare I went through all my life, and trust me, I would never do it to my kids because I'm not selfish like that. I ain't gonna put something in my life that I never want my kids to go through. Okay, and like I say, I'm very critical when I talk. I'm not gonna criticize my kids, but I will tell the kids that this girl acting the way she acted. I won't cuss her from her, but I will say I would be very so it's judgmental towards the person's attitude, should I say. I can't be judgmental towards their heart and soul, but I can be judgmental towards their actions. Now, I would let my daughter know, hey, those girls don't get mistreated. I'm gonna let you know. Then they have them pregnant, the boyfriend don't want to take care of the kids. You have to put child support, and then you be broke. You'll be, you know what I'm saying? Because see, to me, because you're 13, like Tommy the man, that means you was in almost your teenage, almost going to be 18 years old when you had this daughter of yours. And it lets you know that you grew up fast. That's once you know. She didn't even see your example. You know, say about fairness. What was you doing? Fairness, okay. Once again, that's why I haven't did what I have done with thinking my head because I don't want to get no felony. Okay, so it's consequences to what you do. Okay, but that's why I just pray, even though I do pray about the situation, that I don't do. I just want to keep the folks out of my life. That's all I put that way. Because my homicidal thoughts are not to go kill innocent people. It's people who do me wrong, who want continuation of it and want to put their hand on me. And that's what the thoughts come in. It's like a natural reaction when someone. It's like, for example, you go to an animal, try to beat it, knock it down, it's gonna attack you. Okay, so humans, we all have that action reaction, but I don't want to go and also it'd be self defense anyway. But still, I don't even want to go through that situation. But letting you know that you should have taught your daughter how to, since you brought that up, kind of clean herself. You should also knew that what you were doing back in the time would get you a felony. Okay, you can't find a job. Okay, you know, and how you're taking care, how you getting your hair done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you're going to school, but before you had, that's why I live a celibate life. I don't have sex right now. And two, I say I do because I don't want my kids being poor like I am right now. Okay, and I do. I did graduate high school. I didn't. I don't have a record. I never been in jail. Okay, um, and I've been. I was in college for 1 year, and I was in the Job Corps program in El Paso. I went to David across the Job Corps Center in El Paso. Graduated in 2007, but 2 years it was vocation. It was 20 years, 10 years ago. 2004 and 5 was my vocation year, and my college program year where I went to Apostle Community College while living at Job Corps was 2006. And the whole full year 2006 I went 1 year at college. I'm back in college and I go to school online. Okay, so and even though I failed one class, I did pass my last class, which was literature, which I made a 97 in my class. That let you know I do have even though I'm bipolar, I do have a lot of what do you call it, intelligent things. Okay, and I also think outside the box compared to some people. I don't follow every crowd, but that's why I follow crowd while you being abusive towards your kids. I don't think that your kids, excuse me. I would never cuss my kids out, and I'm never talk about what's going on in their underwear. Okay, that's just plain nasty. Okay, all you could have just said, hey, y'all on Facebook, this is my daughter here. She's not 13. She's not 19. She's 13 years old. She's a minor. She's not a freak. There's not underwear, and I mean, there's not. I mean, she don't wear underwear and stuff. You should have said she watched Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. And if I catch, first of all, I'm surrounding her for the whole summer, which was good. I'm for that as well. She cannot go outside. She had to read books, which is good for her. So she should not be in your situation, shall I say, or my situation, which they don't have a record. Texas Republican state, I would let you know that it's not an excuse, and I refuse to work a minimum wage job. Everybody can take the job they want to. I want a high wage job. I want a job for, hey, and I got a little college. I deserve more than 8,000 an hour. Hello, but going back to what I'm saying, okay, she be reading books, so she be educated. You need to be, and while she's reading books, you need to be around people who is a scholastic people who in schools, kids who are bookworms. And one thing I know my culture, our culture, not my culture as African American descent or European American, what I'm trying to say, the culture here in the United States is American. Back in the day, bookworms and nerds and schoolboys and schoolgirls was teased at school because it wasn't the it crowd. And I used to hate to be teased as a nerd, even though I wasn't doing too well in school because I found I was emotionally disturbed. So I had to go to, I was an this word, academic classes. I had to go to special ed to content master because of my disorder, and I had to get teacher aid to help me out with my school since I was emotionally disturbed, and it was just ED at the time, and and I remember schoolboys and schoolgirls were made fun of. I remember watching Steve Urkel, and it's sad that the Mio went along with that. They used to call it L7. Back in the 80s, before Steve already called L7 a nerd. They always made fun of the nerd. But folks need to understand, the nerd at least get a college degree. But the nerd also get a high paying job. The nerd also get to drive a nice car when he or she is out of school. And so that's the reason why I would teach my kids, hey, if they make fun of you 9, 10, those people will be at the employment line at the work source here in Texas. We call work source. Even I go through that as well. but they'll be at there. They're not gonna be driving a nice car. And if you do have a car, we have to pay a lot of money to keep it. They when I they had to work, they had to make work more hours. Because I remember when I don't have my when I didn't have a little college or a job course certificate, I had to work hours and to get that high paying money. They can work. They get the degree, and they also get them a high wage job. That's why I'm going for my bachelor's. Okay, which is good. Thank you, Jesus. Not the perfect work. Thank you for giving me a 97 on my last grade. But the point is, I would teach my kids the nerve at least get free from all that drama. Okay, the kids making fun because they don't have to lay his clothes and all the other stuff. And then it's sad they want to follow a thought train, which is both male and female. You got male thoughts trying to be the player, and you got the female thoughts being little girl being the female thoughts, and it's sad. Okay, and one thing I would teach my kids that abstinence is the best thing. Okay, free from diseases, from pregnancies. Okay, and I would let them know that I'm not the perfect girl. I know that having sex out of wedlock is just one thing I get tired of people do. And I'm not for homosexual sex, okay? I'm not for that either. But it's so funny, growing up back then, people talk about gay, homosexual, active homosexual, should I say, people who have sex with same sex were going to hell, okay? But the straight people who commit adultery and fornication were not, I mean, they didn't talk about it not going to hell. And they wonder why the music talked about sex and everything else, but yet they kept quiet about that. And so when I'm a convert to Catholicism, I learned later on that my faith, because I kept ignoring it, but the culture around me, because I was a Protestant, you had to compare, when I was, you had competitive views. You had those who said it was, I mean, there were people who were silent about it, and those people who was open about it, and like, well, who's telling the truth? But when I got into my faith, kind of when I became a Catholic at 13, as I got older at 17, I really realized that fornication was a deadly sin. And so that's why I'm very celibate. Okay. Even though, yeah, that's temptation, but thank God I don't follow it. Because I have a cousin, like I said, I only tell him his business, but he had two baby mamas, okay? And he's dealing with the issue of child support and everything else. And not to tell his business example, when you make that mistake, even though you don't get AIDS or any STDs, you have to live with the fact that your baby mom practices different belief systems and different uh, um, way of parenting than you do. You got the fact that she'll put you on child support. You got to work 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these kids need to understand, okay? Because when I teach my sons, sex don't make you a man, okay? I mean, of course you're made on this earth when you get older and you get married to have sex with your wife. Yes, that's natural. But sex, fornication, do not make you a man, okay? And some of these men who's doing that say it does, and I had folks tell me, young older folks in my family, I ain't gonna mention their names, had told me that when I was a teenager, you know, they have messed up lives, okay? And also too, besides the baby mama drama, um, these I seen dudes when I grew up who were thugging, whether it was a cholo or a gangster or whatever, both black and brown, and some white, but mostly black and brown. Should I say those went to my school? I'm not saying all black men, Hispanic men are thugs. I'm not saying cholos. I'm not saying that. But those who did, when they followed that they go to jail. Okay, and not because it was some sexual crime, but when it was gangster thug, along with being a gangster thug or cholo, you have to have sex with a bunch of women. Okay, that gets women like to see that flashy, and it used to be a thought that love to see that. Okay, so really I'm bringing this up, not to be a big lecture. When you get locked up, do you see women? The only women you see is the security officers. I mean, the correctional officers. It's the correctional, whatever you call them, guards, the prison guards in the jail. And sometimes they'll give it up to you or not. But what's going on in there is sex. It's not female male sex against each other. It's two men doing it, and that's just committing no offense to anybody that's gay. That's nasty. So and I heard people have told me, and that's why I know that these people was a bunch of homos themselves when they said one bully of mine had said, he said, Lucky Zach, if you was in jail, I would get you. First they called me a faggot. This is the funny part. But yet they still say they would get me if I was locked up in jail with them. I'm saying God forbid if I was like I'll get a shank. You know what shank is? Y'all know what shank is? Now hang around when I saw blood and blow out. Okay, I would shank that person. Okay, you see my eyes, I will do it. Okay, because I don't believe in that. So point is, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they go to jail trying to be hard and try to be this and trying to get all women, have sex with all the women, girls they want to show how, get their ego. But yeah, when they go to jail, they'll try to get whatever they'll say. I'm not saying every man goes to jail and does it with a man, okay? But it goes on. The prison rape goes on, or they fall in love with a guy. I mean, and they have sex with him, okay? And that's completely gross. I'm sorry. Anybody that's gay, I'm not making, hey, do your thing. I mean, it's between you and God. I'm not saying it's okay. I don't condone it, but still, I ain't doing it, okay? And they don't make you a man because then all of a sudden these men who do that, live that lifestyle, they like that other lifestyle I'm talking about, and they end up going that direction or go both ways and get diseases and download and all other stuff. When that download, for example, let me change. So when the download predicament came out on before Oprah brought it up, it was on BET. I wasn't shocked because I always said, why do, and this was my fun, this is what I said, as a man, why do I have to prove to myself to act a stereotype to order to prove me a man? I already have something between my legs to prove I'm a man. And also, I don't wear dresses and nothing like that. I wear men's shoes, men's clothes, whatever. Why do I have to act this image to order to prove who I am? That's stressful. And why I don't change my voice? So, the point is, I would tell my son, that don't make you a man. What makes you a man is you as a male. That makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? And then two, you take care of your business. You provide for your wife. Okay, you don't have to be macho to hyper masculine in order to be a man. And usually the men who are on the DL, I'm sorry, they do their hyper masculine shit in order to hide who they really are. They like both ways or the opposite. Okay, so point is, they also sleep. I mean, they sleep a lot of women too to cover it up as well, and that's how they pass it dissolving diseases. No matter what they white or black or Hispanic. Okay, so or any other race, they got DL all over the whole world with these men acting type. I'm getting the point, and they get fun. Well, they cause shit between me, those who don't act macho, and so I'm saying we into that type of nasty stuff, but I'm not into side of it. Okay, that's completely nasty. Okay. So, point is, I would tell you, teach my kids that you don't need to do that type of stuff. And I teach my daughter, the thought does not get respected. Okay, you know that's why what I'm saying. If you show yourself as a lady, not as a thought, a man will respect you, and also too, you will find you will attract good men, not the bad men. You're not the male thoughts. You attract a man who also respect himself, not to go sleep around. So that's what these people need to. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't have no kids, but I already have my trained thought how to raise my kids because I watch other people now in the media and also read some parenting books how they teach their kids. And I said, well, I'm really sorry. I'm saying that how the kids came out good. I'm going on with that. I ain't going on with these folks who have kids acting a fool and they keep on beating them instead of acting a fool. Then I mean it ain't working. Okay, so that's what I'm saying about this woman here. She needs to show examples because if your child see proof of what you're saying, then she will go along. You don't have to go to extreme by talking about her doggone parents being dirty on television, on film and television, comes to old school, on Facebook, on the social media, making her look shame like that. Because you don't tell me, you telling adults and children who will laugh. And I heard somebody laugh, one of the kids laughing when you said about that. That was too far. Okay, all you had to say, and I'm sorry, you can tell me, you don't train my kids. Okay, but actually your child will be part of society when she turns 18, and whatever you did to her, she might do to somebody else. Okay? And it might be 10 times worse. That's exactly what I just said in earlier video. When if you abuse their kids come out and they want to do the doggone thing to to the parent or to somebody else who they want to take advantage of. And trust me, she better not come out at me. Okay, all right, because I will defend myself. I don't care what, you know what I'm saying. You know, the perfect they trash somebody else. That's why you got bad criminals today. So all you have to do was say, that's why I was done. Okay, if I was the mother, if I was her father, say, oh man, look here, this is not like not 19, this is 18, this is not 18 or 19-year-old, this is a 13-year-old girl. She's a minor. Me, if you come on her first, she ain't gonna have a Facebook. Put it on Facebook. If you come, get off my daughter's Facebook now. Okay, she does not wear she does not wear them panties or whatever she got. If I'm burning it, I will do that. I will burn it. Also too, She's not gonna have no access to her Facebook at all. And I want to put this on Facebook, let you know that y'all embarrass your. I wouldn't cuss my kid out, but I'll cuss the men out. Bury our asses being so horny. Look at this doggone daughter of mine. She is a minor. She's not no grown woman, okay? And I will let them know that you'll be put in jail if you talk to my daughter again. I got your names written down. Actually, written down. All I do is copy, make a screenshot, and copy every name that's in a grown man that's on her friends list. Also, too, I would tell my daughter you will no longer have Facebook no more. And this is the last time you be on Facebook. I'm taking away your phone until you actually prove to me you ain't gonna do the same thing you did to me. Also, too, I would like to let her know that yes, she will be at school. Not school. She will be at school, of course, but during the summer, she's not coming out with her friends. Okay. And the only time she'll be a friend, she'll be with some nerds. So she'll learn how to be book smart and not be the type, not be an intelligent grown woman when she get 18, not no thought. Okay. I also let her know, I will actually find some formal thoughts who change their life around and tell them the stuff they went through while they were being a thought. So therefore, she will not be no thought again. Cause I let her know there will not be no male thoughts. If I have sons, or no female thoughts in my house. Okay, we not have no diseases. Okay, and I let her know if you have sex, protected or not, you have chances of catching HIV/AIDS or any other STDs, and it's dangerous. I had to scare her like that. I made her meet people, grown and teenage folks who made that sad mistake, and show them what they went through. Okay, and I'm letting you know that's why one time we was debating me because I don't believe in contraceptives. Okay, I don't believe in contraceptives. I believe you're supposed to be full multiplier. So when you get married, it be full multiplier, as I say. So that's why I would teach my kid. Okay, that's how I would teach my child. I'm not gonna allow my. I'm telling you, it's okay to have girlfriends and boyfriends, but I would screen the girlfriend for my son or the boyfriend for my daughter, and let them know these are respectful type of people, especially if they in the church. When I say this because it's bad people in the church, I understand, but if their actions show they don't act that way and they live a stubborn, absent life, that's good for my kids. Okay? Because I mean, of course, I do want them to. I mean, if they choose to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but um, I want them to, of course, to have grandkids when they become over the age of 18. If they graduate, hopefully graduate college and they have kids. Or when they marry, have kids, should I say? Okay, I do want to become a grandfather, but not at no teenage age. Okay, so I would let them know, you know, if they, very respectful, manable people, they not no male thoughts. They're not faking to be some, holding down person. I mean, therefore, anytime they are thought behind closed doors, I will scream. I will also pray to find if I find it out. Okay, seriously. So I'm saying I'll be strict, but I'm not gonna be this mean, vicious person towards my kids. All I gotta let them know they will not be on Facebook. First of all, why you letting your daughter have a phone anyway? With Facebook, give her a bone flip phones. That one thing. That one thing I know that these people give their kids phones so they in case of emergency. All you have to do is give her a bomber flip phone. A bomber flip phone. Because my question is like Thompson Yo said, if you don't have no money, how y'all getting the internet and access and stuff like that? That is very true. Okay, a bomber flip phone. Where you don't have no bomber flip phones that does not have no Facebook. I think some of them don't have text on there. Them bomber flip phones. Give your daughter a bomber flip phone. Okay? They don't have no Facebook, no internet, none of that mess. Okay? That's exactly how I would get my kids. And then, as they get older, when they become 16, 17 years old, you know, um, I probably like to have some, what I'm saying, but at the same time, not on 13, because 13, that's when they're trying to do stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Okay? And like I said, I would like to, first of all, okay. The difference between me believing in sex education in school, I'm not for them saying to use condoms. They should be teaching them after. That's what I'm for. Okay, don't do it at all. I don't care if you because we all make mistakes, but still, if you see people which I would like them to meet people with HIV and other STDs, so they can actually see the mistake they went through because they're getting older. They're in the real world. Okay, they need to know about the consequences of those actions. Cause and then too, it meet people who do have kids who pay child support, who can't even they can't have a full paycheck, okay? You know what I'm saying? Who are living privately because they chose the wrong path, having a kid out of wedlock, especially at a teenage age. So when you get older, you just like this woman here, she don't have a job. You know, she do have family. If she didn't have family, she still have a hard time taking care of her kids while working. Especially with no man to tap her out. Okay, that's for two-parent households. Okay. That's why I'm going to school online and get my bachelor's degree. So when I get my bachelor's degree and meet the woman, let's say I do a good woman, I know abusive mother and not no thigh, none of the other negative things, and who's a good woman to me, as she's a good woman to me, and a good woman to my kids, and say I do it at the altar so I can have my kids, so they can flourish the blessings that I fought to going to school and everything. Okay, but I'm saying the the whole like Thomas Neal described it, and I'm not for Thomas Neal everything because I'm gonna tell him bash all sisters. He goes, he say he don't, but still when you say all, when you say all, you gotta say some, few, or you know what I'm saying, not all. You need to start saying that. That's what he's saying. I'm trying to tell something to do. I'm letting you know that's how you're gonna get all this trouble. But he has a partial correction on this, and he look at the whole picture. The 4 time her doing this. And once again, the key thing he said, and let me make a 51 minute video. He said that the woman was at home, was at home while she in school, and at nighttime she go to school when she should be at home at nighttime and go to school in the morning. That'd been better because you right there to watch your child and she can't go nowhere. Because if she not there, of course she gonna. We all as teenagers, I know. Okay, when my family, when folks were not around, I did things but they were not when I do in front of them. Okay, so if you at home monitoring, especially y'all stay in the same room, you have to be there to watch her. Because everybody she had the 4 time to get this because you were not there. I mean, there. I mean, if your child's so important, once you go to school in the morning and while she at school, and then after when she come out of school, you meet her after you come out of school, and you watch her at nighttime. Make sure she go to bed at 10, or 10 or 9, whatever, and make sure you don't be on no Facebook. And if you want her to have a phone, give her them bomb phones. Bomb phones are free. Shoes. They are. Bomb phones are free. Shoes. They are free. So therefore, she's a teenager. All you do is be the parent to sign off a bomb phone for her, so she don't get no other phone. You know what I'm saying? She can't get no Samsung. They have a Instagram and all that other stuff and Facebook. Just give her a bomb a cheap phone, and that way it has a flip phone. It has no Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It has no text. I don't know about texting, but it is some cheap phones that Obama gives to the po people. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can you can then she when she get a job at 16 years old, when she's 17, then she get those expensive phones. That's exactly I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying. That's exactly what you should do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give no fancy phone, and that's why she doing all that stuff on Facebook and stuff. Anyway, bye bye, y'all. Have a nice day.